Yo, what's up? Real Worldikins, Real Wordiacs, whatever, whatever Sean calls the group. What's been going on? Not too much here. I haven't gotten any real world in lately. I think Keith and I have managed to miss each other the last couple weeks for Unleashed stuff, and then I think I've missed the last two. Well, uh, haven't been able to get into Legends the last couple weeks either. So nothing new in the real world front. There was some videos I was kind of catching up on. I think Sean posted the one about like I can't remember who it was, but it was about like people you might want to train you like as far as Saiyans go, or like who would be like the best trainer or something like that. I'm drawing a little bit of a blank on it, but yeah, I was thinking about that. It's like it's like for my current characters like Cass and Dre, like you sign them up with any warrior type person. Dre being my character in Karee's new game in Rebel Alliance. Like you could sign them up with anyone, and I think they'd be pretty well off. Uh, Emrys like would be definitely the most interesting. Like he's as far as like on the warrior front like that. I like honestly like in my own game, like my Uncle Tosh is probably the person, or Toshiro is his name, but I call him Uncle Tosh. Is probably the one I would want training my character the most because one, he's SS4. He's not SS5. He's not one of those super everything characters. I'm pretty sure he's SS4, but he's also got like he's also the one that has the links to the avatars, like the elder gods and everything that he can draw on, and basically perfecting that. I think will really kind of give my character some crazy potential. So like that's like inside my game as far as a character goes. Like outside the game, outside my immediate game and everything, I was like, man, like people like Brada, Nairobi, all those up there people. I don't think like Brada and Nairobi are quite on the same level, but like they're definitely upper echelon, upper tier kind of thing. Like yeah, those kind of people I think would make obvious great trainers. Obviously Haiku. But I don't know, like, because yeah, I guess you know what, like Haiku's got his ninjutsu and everything like that, right? But I don't know if it's like he's more of a taijutsu user. If I can't remember how many like actual ninja techniques he has, but he's like he's like he's the poster child PC uh, Saiyan for sure. Because I think he's the like there was like, I mean like people like Locke and stuff like that too were pretty everything, but I don't think they play anymore. Uh, yeah, so that was just something like it was interesting to think about like who you want to do it. But man, like I said, like I've said before, like I'm 100% on the hype train for Saiyans again. It was like I think it was one of those ones where in Generations for a while, like this is back in college days and everything like that. I was like, oh man, Saiyans this, Saiyans that. Like yeah, the poster race, but like imagine all these other cool races are out there. Well, I've come full circle, and man, you forget how awesome Saiyans can be. Like I'm sure those of you out there who play Saiyans, like I think Sean specifically, probably don't probably don't feel that quite as much. But like I said, I think Haiku's story is definitely a little bit unique. I remember he was like Captain America with a Falcon Punch for a while. When you got Super Saiyan 4 uh, level threats coming your way, that's all the stronger you are. Man, that Saiyan thing probably doesn't feel quite as hot. Um, but yeah, like that was. I've just been I've been hyped up for that. I think Timir did a thing about like the best romantic pairings. Like that's something that I never really got to. Like the college days, I think it pretty much worked out that way because we played in such a big group as it was, and it was more playing off of each other rather than playing out the relationships with characters. Zeratul got close to maybe happening some with Destiny, the Super Saiyan, and his squad, but then they all died horribly, like you tend to do. That was the closest thing I remember like from Generations and everything I had going. Omen like I don't know like Omen was friends, but like I don't think there was anything quite romantic at that point yet. But yeah, like I said, largely so far, a lot of my characters kind of skip that. Like Cass has his girlfriend, but it's like a pre-established relationship, so it's like it's more me. And she's actually pretty good. She's pretty nice. Like she would be a bit of a high maintenance pain sometimes, but like she's intelligent and driven and she's a supermodel. So like yeah, Cass is doing pretty good in that regard. Uh, but it's one of those ones where it's not a relationship that I as a player built. It was something that had happened in game as part of my history because of who I was and what I was, and I guess probably some stats or something like that. But yeah, and that doesn't mean I just don't like it or anything like that. I think the first session I had with the DM, I joked, I was like, man, DM, she's getting close to getting like, it was like, you know what, screw this, we're out. Being high maintenance and everything like that. But you know what, Cass is sticking around for now. Yeah, that's actually probably the best one. The best one I had going. My character in Kari's game is a kind of skeezy dude. He visits a lot of strip clubs, or these they're like fire dances or something like that they're called. And it's like, yeah, he doesn't have time for a relationship. He's above all that. He realizes that he's paying for a relationship one way or another, so he might as well pay for the hot raunchy girls up there to be taking their clothes off and everything. He's one of those dudes. Emrys, I think, Emrys doesn't have like a pre-existing relationship. So you know what? Maybe I can go out there and find a nice Saiyan girlfriend at some point and move fast and hit hard together. Yeah. Yeah, but like I said, I didn't have too much as far as like relationships, and even then, like I was trying to think of like relationships I ran into in game, and like I said, there's not really many that come to mind as being like great. And it's like I said, part of it, as I will always say, could be as a result of my own poor memory of the situation. Like that was something, I don't think I did a video on it yet, but I completely forgot that I had a character in Legends before, and Tymir / the DM brought it up to me, and I was like, oh shoot, you're right, I did have an X-Men style character in Legends, and I remembered how amazing it was. I was like, it's like, it upset me because all this time I'm like, yeah, I didn't have any experience in Tymir's game or anything like that, and I never got corrected on it. And I was like, it's one of those ones where I wish if we were at the last Real World Con, like he would have been like, do you remember Damien and his like cat girl sister? Like, oh wait, DM, I do remember that, because it's like one of those ones where I had completely forgotten about it, but it's like you hear those things that jog your memory, and it's like, oh, that's right. And like I said, I don't remember much about it. I didn't get a lot of sessions in, but I was like, I just remember like kind of praising it as this. It was a really well done story. Um, yeah, so that was funny. Like I said, I feel like I shortchanged Tymir in the DM ratings, or not Tymir, the DM of the DM of Legends in the rating system, because I had completely forgotten about that. That is not a reflection of the quality of the game that made me forget about it. It's more of it was a brief thing, and I've forgotten a lot of stuff over the years. Some stuff I'll hold on to an embarrassing degree, like Sean's character in City of Heroes was a Katana SR scrapper. Why I remember that, I have no idea. But it was like one of those ones before he got, you know, even before he got back or anything like that. It's like, it's something that I remember. It's like, it's a goofy thing. And it's like, I'm sad that I forgot that Damien was out there doing his mutant thing. I think he had like some sort of Dark Force. I think that's what it was specifically called, was Dark Force. Like it might have been, I don't know if it was on some Cloak and Dagger kind of stuff. It might have been the same kind of thing as Cloak and Dagger did. But like he was on the Dark Force side of it, because I remember like there was something, it was probably something I saw, and I was like, that sounds like a cool power to have. And rather than go after someone who was, like I was still in that, let's not go after the most powerful character I can make, let's go after something that'll be fun to play, kind of thing. And it's like, so I was like, oh yeah, and then he stuck me in a very cool like mutanish like X-Men Academy kind of world. And I was like, this is awesome. So props to him on that. Yeah, it's one of those ones. I wish I could tell you more about it. Like maybe I can get some information at the DM at some point if it's still out there floating about. But yeah, that was a fun character. I was joking with the DM. I was like, now don't get me wrong. Not that I'd ever want to give Emrys up, because I am insanely hyped to play this character, and it's turned out phenomenal so far. But I was like, man, DM, you could have saved yourself a lot of backstory work if you just said, hey, your character is still sitting around from back in the day. I'm like, oh, that sounds fun. I'll pick that back up. But that was before I made the character. Now I'm not giving Emrys up because he's awesome. He's Super Saiyan 2 and everything like that. Even though I'm not to that point yet in my story. I don't think I did my last recap. And well, I did a recap. I recorded it and I uploaded it, but my power went out apparently when I was uploading it, and I can't find it at all, and I deleted the video file, so that upload's gone. I have my notes and everything, but Emrys did some more stuff. He met with some mining dude, and there's like a mission, like his sister, who's in like the ninja academy, is in trouble. So he's on his way to rescue her. He got his legendary forge, which was awesome. It's everything that I had hoped for. Like, it's pretty cool. Like, you know, you going after the materials for it and everything. Like, some I'll buy, some I have to go out and get myself. Some I have a little ship too. Like, I've got a little mining ship. That's pretty cool. Like, reminded me of like some Firefly kind of stuff, where it's like, you know, it's enough for a couple people on it. It's got like some mining tools and equipment that I can go out there and mine some rare resources. But I was like, yeah, I'm thinking about using possibly one of my wishes, or not one of my wishes, one of my gifts that I got from. I think like the DM, it was just, I don't remember, I don't think it was like Christmas or anything like that. It's just like the DM did gifts based on how long you were in the game or something along those lines. And I got 2. And I was like, I'm thinking I might put one of those towards like as rare as material as possible, so that I can make myself some pretty cool stuff. And then I don't know what it is yet. The other one I might like boost my physical attributes or something like that, just to get them up a bit. Because like my strength and speed is, it's like, I think it's like out of 10, I think I have like a 4 or a 5 or something like that, before like any augmentations. I think it's like a 4, so it's like I'm slightly below average. I don't know how that exactly works out, like with being a Super Saiyan 2, but like it's something I figured I'd work on. Plus, I'd be augmenting with my Constitution magic, because that's why I specifically picked that. Is I could be really potent with the Constitution magic, and then boost my physical attributes. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. Not too much new going on. Hopefully everything's going well with you guys. I'll catch you around.